Good morning, everyone. It's Jennifer, Merle Norman Cosmetics in the Plaza Shopping Center, McMinnville, Tennessee. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to go over my colors for the day. I've already got on my skincare. I've cleansed, exfoliated, used my toner, my anti-aging complex serum, my energizing concentrate, my eye cream, and my moisturizer. So now I'm gonna put on what I do during the day, color-wise. And since I already have my moisturizer on, what I use is their Lasting Foundation SPF 12. Once it dries, it's waterproof. It stays on all day. It dries in 60 seconds. And it only takes, that's probably too much. I don't know if you can see that or not, but yeah, it is. Hold on. So, and I just use my fingers. That's just me. I'm just old school. I have worked at Merle Norman since 1981, and I've owned my studio for 24 years. And I just blend it along my jawline here, because it pretty much matches my neck and my chest. And I'm using Sun Beige because I'm dark. I get out in the sun every chance I get. So we're going to let that dry. And it will not transfer off or anything. I don't know if you can see me or not. I just set this up today. So it's a learning curve for me. So now the next thing you would do, and what I'm going to do, is I'm going to use our cream blush. This is Cozy Cocoa, and because I'm going to use our new fall colors for my blush and my eyes. So, and I'm just, let me get a mirror here. You can see where I put it right underneath my cheekbones, and I'm just blending it in. It's more of an optical effect than anything. I meant to get the radiant out too, but I didn't. And I'll put it right there and right here because I'm 58 and a half. My jawline isn't as crisp as it used to be when I was about 30 pounds lighter. So that's okay. Now, the next thing I put on, what I use for my powder is our mineral makeup loose. It gives a luminous look. It really sets my my foundation doesn't need setting, but some people like powder. I like powder, and we have different products for different people. And of course, I will match your skin tone and tell you, or show you and let you feel whatever you want to as far as our products. But I would the things I recommend for you is our conversations that we have as to what you're wanting. And you see, I'm using my small kabuki brush. This is out of my own personal makeup bag. And you just go in a circular motion. Now, if you wanted this heavier as a foundation, you can use this also, the mineral makeup, also just as a foundation by itself. And you can also use it as with a sponge for a heavier look. You can use it for a concealer. I go over my eyes. And I do have some whiteness right here because when I'm out in the sun, I'm usually reading or just sitting, and so the sun's not hitting this part, but that gives me no line of demarcation. So now that's done. Now the blush, we have our new fall colors, and these are seasonal items, which means that once they're gone, they're gone. This one is Rosy Beiges, which I'm not going to use today because I've got on brown polka dot. And this one, oops, wrong. I'm going to use this one. And this was Duo Mauves. And it depends on what I'm wearing as to which color that I use. But this right here is the setup. And I've already sanitized all these colors, so therefore, and what I do is I just run my brush over both of the colors. I hope you see this. Now on the eyes, when I get to the eyes, I'm going to do warm on one side and cool on the other, because that's the palettes that have come out. And that's pretty. That's nice. All right, now eyeshadow. If y'all don't use our automatic shadow base that has been around forever, we do have an eyeshadow primer that's we also have. I just love the automatic shadow base because, and like I said, I just use my finger, and I get in the corner right here, because as you get older, you get a little dark, and then I'll bring it down just a little bit under the eye and then feather it out. But the shadow base, it creates a clean canvas too, and you can even wear this just by itself, especially if you just want some brightness to your eyes. So, but I just use my fingers. Some people like to use a concealer brush or a particular brush, and I have those, so never fear, in stock. But just remember to get inside the corner and down a little bit underneath the eye. All right, like I said, we're gonna do, this is our Duo palettes, which I'm gonna tell you, I'm real impressed by these. Both colors go very well, and it's not rocket science, it's easy. And of course, you can always come in and I will show you how to do your eyeshadows for your particular eye structure, because everybody's different, and everybody needs to do their makeup the way they want to. You know, just feel comfortable in your skin. All right, let's see. We're going to do cool on this side and warm on this side. So this is my right side, right hand. Left hand is going to be warm. So now what I do is I take my brush, and we have these brush sets that are limited supply out that has this brush and also the fluffy brushes, dual-ended. Like I said, this is out of my personal makeup bag. All right, I'm going to go in the dark. You probably can't see this, but these are the Duos right here. We're working with those colors right there. And this is the front. Catwalk inspired. All right, I take the dark color. Did I pull out the eyes? Yeah, I did. Okay, and I don't know if you can see, but I'm going right here on my bone that comes out. And then I'm coming in a V. I'm getting right underneath there because I can. And so, now some people put on the light color first, which you can, like I said, this is not rocket science. Anybody can do this. And then I'm just taking my fluffy end and doing the gold look on my eyelid in the corner, and then I'm just buffing out that color. And I'm going back in with the angled side into the dark color, and I'm using this as my eyeshadow, or my eyeliner, sorry. Okay, now I'm going to clean this so that I won't be grabbing the wrong color schemes from it. And I put our brush cleaner in a squirt bottle. And that, anyway, it works. It's good stuff. Okay, now we're going in for the warm color. And I'm going. Today is September the 11th, 2025, and when 9/11 happened 24 years ago, me and my mother were in LA at home office training because I had just bought we had just bought the studio at that time, and Mother wanted to be an owner also so she could fly on an airplane for the first time. So we were there. It was on a Tuesday that it happened. And we were getting ready because California is 2 hours behind us. Anyway, we were getting ready. And then I'm taking this brown color, lighter color, and I'm going on the eyelid into that darker color. And if you blend it too much, it's all good. You can always go back and grab some more of the dark to put right through here again. Okay, now I'm going to go back in. I'm going to use this as my eyeliner, the dark color. And these are really pretty colors. Okay, now, the next thing I'm going to do is, I like to line my full lip with our Plush lip liner. Once it dries, it's on, it stays on, unless you eat something greasy. So, some people like to powder their noses throughout the day. Some people like to apply their lipsticks, and you know, you have your eye girls, your nail girls, your lip girls. You know, everybody's different. But, and I like this color, so. And I'm not going to do any mascara because during demonstration times for my customers, I like for them to see what colors I have on. That's why I do one eye and then one eye, just for the simple reason that they can see what it looks like. And I do that for demonstration purposes. So I'm done. I'm done. Let that dry. And I'll get up closer so maybe you can see. And like I said, this is my first setup doing this. So if people like it and they're going to watch and learn something, that's wonderful. But I will ship orders to you. Just call during business hours. You can look up 37110, and that's my studio. I own the studio. So I appreciate this business. I appreciate you watching, and y'all have a good day. And we'll come over and let you see the inside of my eyeshadows a little bit closer up. There. Now then, let's see. And my hair's up in a bun today because I'm overdue for a haircut. Okay, this is one. This is the cool, and that is the warm. So you can see the difference. And both palettes, I have customers that have picked up both palettes. And they're very pretty. Both of them, very impressed. Merle, Norman, you did good. The packaging, my customers are really liking that. So, and limited supply of the daily brush kits. These are $53. So they come packaged in this. I also carry Zadro mirrors and stuff like that. And so anyway, I'm done. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.